Hi, I'm Mark, and welcome to my channel, Book Ramble. So, I don't know if this makes sense. I've got a stack load of books I'm looking at here, and I recently did a book haul. These are a couple of the three of the books I've got. For instance, The Merchant of Venice. Chances are we all love books, but what is it about books that we love? What is it, honestly? Is it the smell? Although with some old books, be careful. Is it the paper? We like rifling through the paper. Is it this the feel in the hand? You can put it in your pocket and go off somewhere that you're at work and you can hide it and then take it out when no one's looking and have a quick read. What is it about books? I'm not talking about a specific author, like I say, I'm not talking about genre, I'm just talking about the books themselves. They are a very pleasing thing. And of course, we're the product right now of a culture that has gone through various changes as far as it comes to the written word. Originally, they were all on clay tablets, then papyrus, and then they were very friable. They could be destroyed quite easily, and so many have over the years. And then, what happens? We come to the novel, and they hang around on shelves for ages, and a lot of the authors come and go in fame. I mean, the greatest author of his era was William Hazlitt. Ever heard of him? So, fame comes and goes over time, and some of the ideas. Is it the ideas that's in them that we like? Is it just sitting down, having a cup of coffee, or, choosing your favourite place and time just to read a book? So I thought I'd ask the question. I'd even see if I can create a tag, because I have no idea how that works. So if anyone's watching and you feel that you could do a similar video, please, I'd love to be tagged so I can listen and see what you think. I don't know. I haven't got an answer, and it's bizarre since I've asked the question. I'm not sure what makes my love of books my love of books. When I was younger, I remember there was a TV series. This would have been about 1978, Centennial. And it was from James A. Michener's book, Centennial. I was young. I would have been about 14. Never heard of him. Who's this guy? I just loved the TV series. My dad and I would watch it, and we were marvelling over the character Pasquinel. You wouldn't know that unless you've seen the TV series or read the book. He was a coureur de bois. And he was one of the people that would go out into the wilds looking for pelts, beaver. And the French, because he was French-Canadian, he was known as a coureur de bois, runner in the woods. And I got the book. I found it because obviously there's a tie-up with the TV series, and I came across it. And as soon as I saw it on the shelf, right, I'm going to get that book. And I had Centennial until recently. I'm going to have to get it again. I just love James A. Michener. And I bought that book. And it was fascinating, the start of it. It's all about dinosaurs and tectonic plates. Nothing to do with Centennial. Well, it is. And I just loved it. I just loved having possession of that book. And the picture, the cover, was artwork that had been taken from, obviously, stills in the movie. There was the famous actors whose name so famous I can't remember their name. Richard Chamberlain. He was in Shogun, wasn't he? And the Thornbirds. He played one of the characters. I don't know the name of the actor who played Pasquinel. Just bear with me. I've looked it up. Robert Conrad. And he was on the front cover, along with the character Richard Chamberlain, who played McTeague, I think. And I ended up doing an art degree, and I was into art, drawing, and I copied it. I remember copying this picture. And it just linked me so much into that book. And it was also roughly about the same time, by a couple of years, having been given The Lord of the Rings by a kind old lady at my school library. So I got into books, but I couldn't say what it was about them. I think it was Okay, if I go back to Centennial, it was being introduced to a part of the world that I'd never been to. Still haven't been to that part of America. I would love to track from Pennsylvania, Lancaster County, where one of the characters, Levi Zent, he goes across country down the Ohio River, or as one student I taught here in New Zealand called it, Ohio. Anyway, and retrace the track they go out towards Centennial. Well, then it was originally called Levi's Farm, Zent's Farm. Get it right, and just see the places that are mentioned, and it was just fantastic. So it opened up this world I'd never been to before, and same with fantasy. I love fantasy, the Belgariad, obviously Tolkien. Any book that can open up your thinking, make you see the world differently, which is why I love philosophy. I think that's why I love books. It's knowing that, right, I'm going to get this and I'm going to read it, and it's going to tell me about a place and time that I wasn't, and see it through new eyes. That's what I love about books. But it's the possession of it, because it's not the same doing it online. So it can't be the ideas. It can't be being introduced to strange new worlds, because I don't feel the same unless I've got it in my hand. So it must be that sense of possession. Mine. Precious. Is that what it is? It's like a drug. It is a drug. Yeah, I think I'm like Gollum. They are precious things that you want to possess. And I'm also aware, as young generations will grab onto music and groups nobody else knows, and you want to keep it to yourself until they go mainstream. And I think that may be why I love books. It's the treasure house of knowledge that only I might know. That's how you go for it. And I don't know. I just thought it'd be an interesting topic to generally discuss. If there's already a tag out there about this, I apologise. But I'd love to do the tag, introduce it as, what is it about books? Over to you.